Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with me, your host, Brick Ross. If you're a fan of Batman, as much as we are here at The Joy of Bricking, you're going to be extra glad that you tuned in to this episode because we've got a special kit today. And we're very excited to bring and present to you the LEGO Technic BATCYCLE from the new Batman movie, The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson as our caped crusader. And this is a fun new rendition of the comic series. Now, it's not our first Technic build. We're gonna show you a little bit of that towards the end of the episode, but we're gonna look at this one a little deeper. 42155 is the model number. And if you take a look at it, it's 641 pieces. It's going to be a nice looking bike. It's all black, very sleek, very sexy of a design. It's got a nice built-in kickstand. If you turn the box over here, you can see just another side shot of the bike. There's no stickers on this bike at all, so some people might be happy about that. Other builders might have wanted some. I don't know. I'm gonna build it and find out myself. Looks like we've got some very interesting details on the engine block that are over here, and of course we've got some nice shocks and suspensey options that are gonna make the bike move around a little bit and give it that realistic feel. I really love these big wheels that they have, and of course you've got this nice what this is disc brake that's kind of new to the things. I've never seen anything like that before, but I think if you're a Technic builder, that's nothing new to you. So maybe you are going to be able to snap this kit together very quickly, maybe more quickly than old Brick can figure it out, because we don't really do that type of build too much, and we're just excited to get into it. So go ahead and grab whatever kit that you'd like to build along with us today. Maybe it's this, maybe it's a smaller version of a BATCYCLE, maybe it's another Batman kit that you've been wanting to build for a while and you just needed somebody to build it with. That's why we're here. Let's go ahead and get creative and build some bricks together. You wanna? Let's do it. We're gonna go ahead and do some things differently today. While we're opening up this box, let me tell you that we had every intention of using the books, the old school instruction manual like we've been doing in most of our videos, but I think on this one we're going to be tempted to go ahead and use our iPad just because we can zoom it in, and I think that might be helpful. So we open up the box, we have the old thumbery doozles. We don't need any scissors, that's kind of a nice thing. And right off the top, we've got a wheelie bobson right there. I believe there's 2 bags for this kit. There's 2 phases of the build. Here's our other bag number 1, and of course our instruction manual. Roll. Leave that other wheelie bobson right in there. The second wheel. That's it. That's all we get in this box right here. And of course, as I said before, I think, and it's about the same size. That's interesting. We could probably do one or the other, but you know what? We like trying new things here, and we can do whatever we want. So we're going to stick to using the iPad for a little while at least, because we're going to put it on the center of the table, see how that looks, see how that works. And if we don't like it, we can always go back to the old papery manuals. But I think just for the sake of it, we're going to put this off to the side, just like so. And now you've got all of this surface area that's left that you can use. And we're going to try to keep things pretty organized. You know what I kind of want to do is I do know from doing this, but if you got a chance to build the wheels, why not build the wheels? Just get these parts and pieces into those frames and get them out of the way. So let's do that as our first step towards getting organized before we go ahead and break out that iPad. And then we'll go ahead and put these, I'm assuming this does it. I guess I'm being a bit bold. There might be an inner tube in there that I should have to put in first to inflate it so that there's air in this tire. Maybe not. That's a little joke. That's kind of fun right there. I don't see these tires too much. I don't have any motorcycles in my Lego collection. Maybe you do. Maybe that's all you have in your Lego collection, and this is your first time seeing this video. Seeing old brick. Oh, and you know what? I'm guessing that these are gonna have to connect together somehow, but you know what? You watch. The old directions will say, hey, Brick, you probably should have done something to connect these. Let's wait, let's find out. But for the now, let's go ahead and set our wheels off to the side and grab our first bag. We love that sound. That's our favorite sound, isn't it? Let's go ahead and open it up. I'm gonna put this like that. Oh, look at all these little pieces. Look at all these little pieces. You want to be careful. You want to be careful of where you're putting stuff. A lot of little parts and tricksters that can roll away on you on this. Oh boy. Oh dearie dear. Look at that. So that's another bunch of stuff, and there's that cool disc brake. What do you think about that? That's neat. How cool. How cool is that? Nice big disc brake. Let's put that right over there. This looks like pieces of engines. There you go. Let's go ahead. Well, I think we are going to separate some like pieces out here. And we're going to try to do those according to size. You see how we can put those over there. That's like that. Let's take that bag and put that bag. Wow. Inside one bag, there's two little poly bags. There and there. Look at those little tiny pieces. At least they try to keep those at least a little separate for us. Maybe that'll work there, maybe that'll work there. Trying to find these matching little Rodley Bobsons. Gotta find your Rodley Bobsons. And we'll put our larger pieces to the exterior to help prevent the little ones, the smaller ones, from running away on us, just disappearing. Normally, we don't take this kind of time to separate all these pieces. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I think since it's a build that we don't normally do, it's kind of nice to get them out there, look at them before we do them, because some programs, even my favorite painter when I was growing up, I learned that they would paint each picture twice before they did it on television. I didn't know that. We don't do that here. We just dive right in, because that's kind of the joy of bricking, isn't it? Is to just explore the parts and pieces. And look at these. Now, these are cool springs, springly Bobsons. And I hear that if you are a Technic builder, then you've built other cars, other vehicles, then you've seen those springly Bobsons before, but they're new to me. And I just think they're so neat. Well, I can go up there, and then we got some redly rods right there, and some yellowy rods. And that's just a large bag. So I think we're gonna be glad that we're doing this, because we've got Mrs. Ross's dishes. I think we can go ahead and open up this and keep those right there. And I think always make sure that you're emptying out the bag completely. And these are good sized dishes for our work area. And it's nice to use two different shapes so that you know that they came from two separate bags. Now, we've also got these. And darn me if I don't think we're gonna go find that. How about that? We've got two more dishes for these two little bags. Let's go ahead and put them where let's give these pieces some homes to sit in before we put them all together. All right, okay, all right. Now, you can see from this cool overhead shot that there's a lot going on in these Technic builds. That's why I wanted to wait and just be careful, you know. This is the first phase of the build. It's gonna build the rear wheel and one half of the bike, obviously a lot of the chassis is going to get put together. And of course, this looks like their chain. That's going to get put together at some point. So let's set that off to the side over there by the wheel. And now we have these parts and pieces. What are we gonna get done here? Starting off bag number one. Let's go ahead and take a look at our instructions. It says we're going to need that and some of that. And okay, very well. And we've got that. Then we're going to start with step one. We're going to need one of this. It's got 5, and then 2 of the long rodly rodsons. And they're 8s. And they want you to be very, very. Oh, it's interesting. I wonder if in the book. Let's go ahead and look in the book right now. Just take a second, look in the book and see if they've got rod measurements that they put the 1-to-1 ratio, just to be sure that doing this iPad method isn't going to be something that's, maybe we should just deal with that right now. Now that we know those 1-to-1 ratios are there, you can take those Rodley Bobsons and put those right in there. And then in step 2, we're gonna need 2 little gray Babbly Bobsons. They're not laying around out in the open. They're gonna be right there, maybe. Is that what those are? They are one whole, one, it's like a 90. There it is. We got 1 and 2 of them right there. These are our first steps, so it's gonna be, we have to orient ourselves to the bags to see what pieces come in where. Until we start seeing these pieces repeated again and again, we're gonna be a little bit lost. Oh, there's a little dingery bobson in my. It's funny. Everyone's trying to talk to a brick. So now we're up to step 3, where we're gonna need 1. It looks like these. There's a little Rodley Bobson and a Boopson, and then 2 of the gray. They've got 2 holes, 1 and 2 right here and here. These little components. And they are going to slide down on top of there, spacing that out. And I assume that each part of this motorcycle is all going to be built in components, built in parts and pieces, and then put together. So we're going to build part of an engine and then assemble the rest of the engine, and then we're going to build part of the chassis and work our way from around there. And there we go. That's step 3. Step 4. There we go. We'll see that. 1 of those again, and then another 2 of those. And then you can kind of see how these are coming together. 1 and 2. I love using Mrs. Ross's dishes. She'll never know. And then, so that's only the first page done. And then step 5, you're gonna need 4. Looks like red little 1 Tabbly Bobsons. Those are in there. Let's go ahead and fish those out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think this is probably why I generally abstain from doing these types of builds, because of such intricacies. They're very intricate, very detailed, and while I think it's really great, I think it's very cool, the attention to detail that is paid by the creators. It can be very overwhelming for me sometimes. I don't know about you. You might be able to handle it a lot better. Okay, we need 4 of these in step 6. But I love a challenge. Challenge accepted. Especially considering how much I love Batman. You know I love Batman. I love the old Batmans, the new Batmans. It's so fun to see everybody's different take on the old comic. the old story of Bruce Wayne. Oh, look at that. Gonna have to make sure you got that nice and tight all the way. That right there. Got that all the way down. Now step 6 is done. Now we're on to step 7. Look at step 7. It's got a lot of really cool parts and pieces. And let me know what you think about having those instructions right there in the middle of the table. I don't know that I love it. I think it looks cool, but I've got to do some bending over. Let's see, you need 1, 2 of those. We need 2 of these. And it looks like we need some knobbery doozles. Are those there? Let's go look at our ingredients list, which is going to be, see, this is why I like that. So you can really zoom in on that and see exactly what part you are looking for. Are those in here? Are any of those in here? We've got little rattly bobsons that we need, but those are in there. So maybe they're in here. They wouldn't be in here. Nope, I see that, but there's 2 little circly bobsons. I see one that I need right there. And so we need 2 of them, 1 and 2. And then we need these rattly bobsons. I need 1 rattly bobson. Put that right back over there. So there's 2 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of those. You see how precise I'm trying to be? Because for me, it's too easy to be silly. And it looks like we're gonna take these and have the balls going at opposite ends. One is going, so the top one is going that way, the bottom one is going that way, and we're gonna need the yellow schnibbins to keep them together, and then we're gonna put this fella right there. Wow, oakley doke. How about that? Then we're gonna take that gray schnibs and put it right there. Gray schnibs is in. Now we're on to step 3. That's where you're gonna take these knobsly caps in and just affix them right there. Let's put the dots right there. And that's your 1-to-1 right there. Okay. And then you're going to put that apparati, gray end first, into orient. You see how this is as such, and so that means gray is going into there, and it looks like gray is it doesn't really matter because that is going to spin. This is going to be an engine, it's going to be pistons, it's going to be turbines, and they're going to be turning and actionable, and it's going to be super cool. Step 8 has us building that giant blockery bobson, and it says we need 2 of these to start off step 8, and it wants us to fix like so that, and this is interesting. So this will be receiving, and that will stick up. So this will go into there, and this will sit on these 2. You just gotta find your positioning. Oh, or will it? And it goes right there. Nay. How interesting. It goes on that one. Ah, because there'll be another one on this side. I see. And then this samesies over here, and like so. This turn. Turn, piston, but it doesn't turn 360, should it? Oh, no, you see there's a little nook in here that needs to be in that nook. So if That is there. That is there. This is, aha, you see, this was backwards. Come here, you. Putting that there. And it's got to go with that indentation there. And then you see now it has a circle that makes it free enough to spin. Yes? Yes. Now you can see that, and then these get pushed in and pushed in, making them nice and solid. And guess what step 9 is going to be doing? You guessed it, it's going to be me making the other side of that. Let's get started. So you need the same things again. You're going to need your cool bopsly bops in there. You're going to need 2 of the pistolly doozles. One, there's one here. And where's the other one? Come here, you. If there's one in here, you know there's another. And it's always fun when you're getting down to the last pieces. I don't know that there'll be too many more of those. So you'll take one, and then that's gonna go like that, and then that's gonna go up like that, and then you're gonna take this yellow one. I do love that they put that in there. So organized. Organized, organized, organized. Step 7 and 8 was the one side, and step 9 and 10 will be the other. Oh, that's gonna be, oh no, you're gonna have to be down like that. So that there, yes, yes, yes. And you can see just like that, and then you're gonna take the Rodley pops in that you need. Putting it in the bottom, just like so. Making those sounds that you need to make. Whatever you gotta do to be creative and get through it. These are very intricate little parts. That's step 3. Let's go ahead and just like we did before. Now we're putting it gray side down, just like that. And then the other. And yeah, there's 2. Yeah, that's everything looks as it should. 11, take those 2 pieces and just like before, making sure that the indent is going in on the inside so that has a nice way to spin. Nice way to spin. Then kind of click those both together down at the same time, doing that was 10, and they're 11. Now 11 you need what? You need 4 of, is it these? Yes. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, and 4. I haven't even started to talk about Robert Pattinson's The Batman yet. I mean, there's so much to talk about and why I think this bike is super cool. It wasn't even featured in the film for too long. But it was cool enough to say, hey, I don't have one of those in the collection. We should fix that. We should fix that because it's very neat. And that's step 11. Step 12. Step 12, look at that. Look at that big, giant riggery-doozles. That is all right. Let's get started building that. We'll put this enginery bopsin component with the pistons. You can see how they're turning. I think that's pretty neat. And I'm sure that'll all work in time when it's all snapped together. So looks like we need two of these number 7s. And let's go ahead and it says that when it comes to those rods and measuring, let's go ahead and check with the manual here and make sure that those are the ones that you want. And that's it. Those are the ones you need. You're gonna take them and you're gonna put them in there and in there. And don't forget your little red Redley Bobson. For step 12, 13, you're gonna need 2 of those pieces right there. And then you're gonna need 2 of 1 and 2. If I'm not mistaken. I am not mistaken. How about that? And it's all just gonna start building right off of each other. I'm gonna go ahead and set you. Where can I set you? Let's put you right over here by those gears. That's a nice safe place for you. Because this is our nice little building area. And like I said, we're gonna start building off of them. And you're gonna make sure that it says in step 13 to flip that around. Flip it around so that the red knobbly-doos is on the facing away from you, I suppose is the best way to say that. And then all of these Rodley Popsons now are all of the same length. On to step 14, which needs us to have 2 of these, which we can see right in here in our nice little glass containers. And 2 of those, and then 1 of these, right, like that. And we're going to affix that right there. And we're being dangerous here today because we don't have our friendly brick separator in reach. Oh, you know what? There he is. I see him. He's watching from the studio desk. He says, "I'm here if you need me, Brick. You know me." So that looks like step 14. Step 15. Need 2 of the little secure housings, which might. Oh, I see those right there. There's 1, and there's 2. Careful with these guys. Careful with these wheelie secure housing popsons. Keep your papers popped. They'll try to run away on you. Always try to roll off the table, and then you're gonna say, "Hey, where's that one little peepsy popson that I need? Where'd it go? I need it. I need it for step 16. But you'll be fine. You'll find it." You see 1 and 2. Yes, that's correct. And then we need 1 and 2 over here. So many of these pieces. There's 641, and I'm sure each one has its purpose. So here we are. Here, and then step 16. Look at that. We're going to. Where are we going? We're going to do this on the interior. So put the grays with the doobly boobsins on the interior facing the reds. And then you put the single terriers on the exterior facing out, like so. But are they lower? They seem lower because you see there's 1 with a spacer, and then they do seem lower, but I also see that you can kind of see that right there in the picture, so I don't think it's incorrect. Let's see how accurate we are. So let's go ahead and put that on. You can see if you do that. There's a little bit of I'm going to trust the drawing. And we're going to take 2 more of the Spacely Hawizards. 1 and 2. And it says to put them on top, and maybe that's what evens out that spacing. Making our fun little struggle sounds. The struggle is real. The struggle is real, and step 17 is done. Let's go on to 18, where we're going to need 2 black spaceries, and then they're going to have 1 in the middle. It looks like we just need 1 of those, and 2 single black spacey Bobsons, which looks like we found over here. First time using that little dish. So we've got the 2. Let's go look at the drawing. And these are going to go on the exterior, while these with the thing. And remember, orient, so the red Knobsley Popson is facing out. Don't turn this over because these will fall off. That's 18, step 19. You need 2 of these. And it looks like they're going right on top, just like so. Maybe you can, Leave a comment in the comment section. What do you think about the directions being right there so you can follow right along? Normally we have them overlaid on the screen. Some intern goes along and does that. Step 20, you can see here, is going to be installing this onto that. And to be sure, look at orient, orient, orient. And you can see the red knobsley popsin is there, and it is facing out, so you're going to want to turn that over. And make it so that is all right there. And you can see they're all supposed to click in, click in, click in, and click in. And that's exactly what they did. How about that? Isn't that a great feeling? Now we have this engine compartment. You can start making spinnery doozles and really see that. And I'm guessing that we're probably going to make some other side apparatus here. So when they fit together, that'll be like the other half, the other side of the motorcycle. So let's get to it. Step 21, let's find that giant gear. There it is. There's one. See, there's two of them in it. I'm guessing that we're going to be doing everything that we just did. We're going to be doing it one more time. So we've got our friend there, and the gear is going to go on this side, and then this one is smaller one is going to go on this side. Orient, orient, orient. And it looks as though that is the way the gear is positioned, just like so, just right there. That's step 21. Step 22, we're going to take two of these gears, and where are we going to stash them? We are going to manipulate the build, turning it so that it is upside down. Is that correct? I feel like that might not. There we go. Maybe it is like this. Aha, yes, you see this matches that. This matches that. We've got these two knobbly popsins for these gears. Let's go ahead and put them on right here's. Thank you, gears. Let's put them right here's. Yeah, turning them. How much fun is that? How much fun is that? So now we have that, and then they both turn that way. Yes, that's correct. Let's go ahead and take a look now. Let's set that back off to the side because it looks as though we're going to be building this singly bobs and apparati. In step 24, let's get that started. Taking a number 7 rod. And matching it up with what looks like a fun little blue gear. Here we are. We see that right there. And there's that. Step 24, 25. We're going to take the other cool gear that's there with the exterior facing it, but we're also going to need this part. There we go. Putting it in there, and putting the gear right there. And then on step 26, we're going to need, we said we saw one in here. Yeah, we saw this. And we saw the other one. Come here, you. We saw that right there. And then we need the big bulbous one. Where's that? Oop, right here. And that's what we need for those. Putting these three together, stacking them, just like so. Just like so. And then that is going to be like this. Making our fun sounds. That's step 26. On to step 27. Ooh, we're gonna need, hey, come here you. Step 27, we're gonna need this and another one of these little sluter housings. Putting the sluter housing on first. We're gonna follow by using that other squarely popsin. That's fine. Orient, orient, orient. They're both gonna be facing that way. 28. Utilizing the side of our baps and doozles. Let me see what we got here. We're gonna go, that's gonna be like that. And you know, step 28, right? That's interesting because I'm looking right here. Now, where did these blue 27, 28? Where did those come from? Where were those don't. When did those come into play? When did we miss those? Right here in step 23. Look at that. Step 23. Go back to step 23 and get those parts and pieces. We're gonna need those. And the long Redley Bobson. There we go. It's not too bad. Just these two friends that we missed, and it looks like the blues are going in the bottom. Not the end of the world. That's not the end of the world. Not quite the end of the world. You see how much that stiffened that right up though when we did that? There's that. And then the same, where are these? These going right up here? Yes. Just like so. Stiffened it right up because now it's going to receive that piece in 28 a lot better. Isn't that a bit of terrific? Happy little accident. Let us go back and check that out again. Let's go ahead and fix this because there we are. There we are. You see? Now that's turning that. Looks like everything's tight, nice together. And we've got a significant hunk of an engine blanc built. So let's go on to step 29. Looks like we're gonna start making some pipe pieces. We're gonna need some turnery doozles. Need that. One of these. Yeah. Yeah. And it all starts with this one right here. Where's that? That goes there, that connects there. With the Redley long pops and heading up like that. And that connects on this side with, let's see, that is facing up, that is facing up. This is going to go into the lower portion right in there. Kind of facing, I guess, at a little bit of an upward angle. Step 30. Look at all these parts and pieces. We're gonna need, let's just start building them out. We're gonna need one, and then we're gonna need this one, is that correct? No, we need a long, there you go. This is gonna connect in like that for step 1. Then we're gonna take that little rodly-do, and then we're gonna take a red rodly-do. Putting it in there, using ball. And we can put that right there with a little blue 1x popping out, just like so. And then that is going to connect onto the upper part, just above the pipe we just did. That's pretty groovy. Now that's facing out. And we can move on to step 31. 31, again, looks like we're building another component. It's going to be something that looks like a pretty large little chassis. Inserting them into the piece that we just double checked. Now let's go ahead and make sure they sit flush on the table. That's nice. 32. Let's go ahead and take one of these Rodley Popsons, leaving one off to the side. There should be 4. There it is, 4. And now 32. Let's go to step 33. We find these gray 2 holes and a Bobson. Yeah, they go like that. And then the first one is going to go with that like that. And then the second one is going to go with that like that. Leaving some space there. That's 33. 34. We need 2 of the Robberhausens. Some people didn't like Robert Pattinson. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really neat film. I thought it was nicely done. So it looks like, what do we got? You got 2 there as a spacer. We got film noir, young Batman, not very good at it yet. Still getting sorted. Just like we are sometimes. Looks like we're gonna need a gray bobsleigh and then a couple of these right there. Those are, yep, well, that's correct. And then, so as this is up like this, these are going to be in the 1 and 3 position, I suppose you could call that. Whatever you want to call that right there. And then it's going to be positioned like this, with this like that, and this like that. Is that seemingly correct for step 35? Let's go ahead and look. Step 36 has us starting a new apparati. So if we using this one, it's like a triple E piece, and then you need 2 long bluesleys right there and right there. Those are gonna go and be inserted right there. No, it doesn't really need to be, does it need to be any specific way? No, because it can be like that. And how about that right there? 36, 37 is you're gonna take a little readily Rabson, and then, ooh, that's an interesting fun piece. Now do we have those off to the side? Or not? Let's take a look over here. They are not in there. Are they over here? Because you need, take that red knobsley, that pops in, and you're going to affix it right in there. 37, step 38, again you're gonna need another one of those roundly doozens only the roundly doozen. The diddly doobsin, that one? No, that's the roundsin. I need a doobly doobsin. Doobly doobs and doobly doobs, and it's fun because some of these parts and pieces and components starting to look the same, starting to blend together. There we go. One of the larger kits we've had in a while. It's fun. I like the Technic stuff. I like it because it's something that I don't normally build. They're gonna go all the way through on the second one down low, okie dokley. And stick out just a skosh. Is that red? There you go, get that in there. Get that in there. Make sure that fits. That's 38, 39, look at these. Okay, we need 2 of these. Let's go ahead and find our pieces. 2 of those, we need 1 of, where was it? I feel like I just saw that. Not in there. In here? Not in here. What you need, what is it, one of these. Gray rod. And here we go, here's one. Alright, step 39 goes in order like this. You take that and you put it in that at a 90-degree angle, so all 3 are coming out. Then you take a gray rod and you put a housing on it. Woo! And then when this is like that, you pass it through here and put the housing on the other side of the housing. And then that all goes where? That goes like this. So this gray housing comes to there, and then that housing goes in there. Come here, you. Come here, you. That's fun, right? You gotta get that piece in there, and that's fine. And then, I don't know, maybe, maybe you leave that out like that. So the exterior piece, that exterior housing, that's gonna clip to those. And maybe that's what's gonna happen starting in step 40. Step 40, you're gonna take that other one. Hey, come back here, you. That other one there, which I believe is in here. in here? Yep. Take it right there. Take that and affix it to the exterior of these. Right there. See? See that? Like so. Now move on to step 41 and affix that whole apparati to this apparati. And I guess it just goes right there, directly next to it. And those holes are open, so go ahead and click it right in there. There's that, and then there's that. 41 is done. 42 needs one of this, and then you're gonna just right there to that side. See what's happening? You see what's happening here? That's gonna go right there, right there. This is going to be there, 43. 43, you need one of these and two of these, because they are going to be insulated, like so there. And then these are going right there and there next to the blue. Always stay oriented, oriented, oriented. 44 is you need one Graisley Bobson, and then you need another black 2x Poopson. Tubesen. There it is. And like I said, now that we know that these pieces are in these containers, it can make sorting just a little bit easier, a little gentler, a little nicer. And we're gonna take that exterior Pobsen, Pobs it on the exterior of this Pobsens, and then using that, we're going to cover up those two readily Bobsens. That's step 44. Step 45, you're gonna need one of these and one of these. And these are going to be over here. Where do you think they're gonna go? Okay, so this is gonna go on the exterior down here. Clicking in right there. This is going to go right there. No, it's going in the upper portion. Over here to keep that from moving up or down, I suppose. Step 46. You need one Surgley Bobson, one long black Tabson. Come here, yous. This is kind of fun. I've never done this before. It's an interesting way to show you exactly what step I'm on and where I'm at. And always kind of keep that in frame. Like I said, leave a comment. Don't be shy. Tell us what you think about it. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we won't. Maybe it's too modern. I don't know. It's kind of it's new to me, I suppose you could say. And that's 46. And then step 46, you're going to end with putting right there on that side. Like that. Just like that. 47. 47, you need one of these grays and then one of the circly tubesins to go down there. And you're just gonna connect them just like so. And then connect the tube in on the outside. Connect the tubely Bobson to the outsidery doozle, and then you move on to step 48, which will be combining both of the pieces that we built. Looks as though this facing up and that facing up, these gray spotsery Bobsons, if you see this is like this, those gray spotsery Bobsons are gonna click into here very gently, really. Nice. Just like so. And that's kind of what just happened. How about that? Step 48 was nice and smooth, easy peasy. And then we need two of these for 49. And where are they going? They're going to go right in here. Right in the this right here. Very obscure, if you can. Right there in the black knobsley pops in. And then right there in the black knobsley pops in. Now they're both in there. 49. Step 50. Look at that. Looks like we're building a big old biggery bobsin. Bobsily doozle. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, well, let's start with our pieces here in step 1, 2, and 3. Step 1 is here. You're gonna take this, and then you're gonna take a big longery rodzle, and you're gonna slam that right in there, and then you're gonna take a big bluesly toozle, and then sure, put that right there, and then a little guy, a little blackery pops in. He's gonna go 1, 2 above it, sticking out, and then another one with a knobby knob, and you're gonna find that knobby knob right somewhere. Hey, you got a knobby knob in here? Where's that knobby knob doing knobby jobs? Got a knobby knob in here? Yeah, right there. Just the one. Just the one, maybe. Oh, nope, here's another one. Let's make that nice and easily found. So the knobby knob's gonna go right. Knobby knob goes there, sticking out, and then you've got another red tubes of boobs in right there. Right there. And then you can take a little gray rod and then you can take one of these. Where's that gonna go in relation to? Oh, right there. There it is. And this is step 3 of 50. And so yeah, you got, it looks like that, correct? Correct. Sometimes I like to build that way, just making sure that things look the way they look on the page, because sometimes I can get a little backwards, a little turned around. That's not uncommon to happen from time to time. So you can see affixing this thingery-bob, so you'll see these arrows, they point right to where they're supposed to be. And that little blue knobs is gonna be in there. Is that correct? Let's find out. Let's find out. The bottom one goes in there. That's what that's doing. And then that's gonna go underneath it and then click in right there. That's what you're gonna do. That just clicked in, and that's it. That's a step. It's done. 50 is done. On to 51, where you're gonna need one little redly doozle. That looks like you're gonna find that over there in the chain section, and then you're gonna need one of these. Now to put them where they need to go, you are going to need put these. I see, that's why we affixed that there earlier, and that's gonna be sticking out just one side. Let's put that elbow on right there. Then we'll put the red housing right there. So that's what it looks like. Move on to step 52. You need one of these cool anglies and then one of these cool black securities. Now don't get me wrong, I am still a giant fan of the Michael Keaton Batman, and I always will be. That's never gonna change. But I did enjoy Robert Pattinson. Thought it was fun. I hope I'm not saying that too much. But again, I don't think you can say it too much. Where's that gonna go? Where's that gonna go? Right there, under the knobs and okey doke. I think this is gonna be neat, especially once I can get to the part with the kickstand. 52, 53. Gonna take one gray Rodley Bobson, one long black connectory doos, and that actually does look like, yep, that's got the crossley bops, and then it looks like a gray circly and squaresleys. That's gonna take the rod up there and this down there. Then it is going to be affixed right above the red. looks like the bottom little part of there, and it looks, yeah, right where that's coming out. Okay, oakley doke. Correct. Always good to take that extra look just to be sure that you're doing it correctly. A lot of very intricate parts here. Step 54. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna take this. We're gonna take one of these. We're gonna take 3 of these. Let's go ahead and find them right now, so we know we're using all the parts that we're supposed to. Never built anything quite like this before. This will be my first. Well, I don't think that's entirely true. I know I built stuff. I'm pretty sure I built things with shocks before. And then we're gonna take one of these. So we do. We have all of our parts and components. And you're gonna take this, and you're gonna put the red on this side, orient. And then you're gonna take this, put that over there. And then you're gonna take this, and put that over there. And then you're gonna take these two and put them right in there, facing away from you. And then we're gonna take that cool springety springs, and we're gonna pops it on just right there on the end for step 3 of 54. And then to affix it, it looks like we're gonna turn it a little bit. Here's our cool injury bobson. This is going to go right here, right in the black spot, the black knobsley popson on that component right there, facing down. Very, very important, I'm sure. That's step 54. Step 55 looks like we're going to take one of these cool longery popsons and then 4 these blue ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Setting those right there. And let's go ahead and look at how that's going to be oriented. It's going to take these 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then skip another 3. 1, 2, 3. Put it in on that 4th one. Give it a little friend. We like to give them little friends, don't we? Like putting little Lego friends together. It's nice when Lego brick buddies can keep each other company, isn't it? I like that. Hope you do too. All right, these are nice and tight and assembled. They don't get placed anywhere. Let's go ahead and step 56. Need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Be sure that yes, that's correct. And 2 of these. 1 and 2. That is correct. 1 and 2. Just like that. And it says it wants us to build these twice, 2 times. So going through that. E. And then E. That makes 1. Let's go ahead and put that one right there on the end. Just right there. And do that again. Repeat it for a second time. Nice. Put it all the way down here at the end. It's going to go clicking in right there with our cross pegs facing upwards. Then we're going to go on to step 57 using, I believe, one of these. Yeah, that's nice. And then one of these and one of these. Now this is going to go right here. This is going to go right here. And then this is going to go with the peg facing up right next to its friend, right there. 57, 58. You're going to take another one of the long dingery doozles, it says, and affix it to the outside of what you just built. Get a nice solid body, just like that. Tighten everything up. 59. Let's go ahead and affix it to the body. Where these swing down, it's going to click into these 2 components right in between there and there. So it's going to be like right there and right there. Is that correct? Well, it seems like Well, oh, I see. So you put that right there, and then these click into right there. These pieces right there. You see, that will give it that suspension. That I feel like that's relatively correct. Gives it a little bit of a push, if you can see. It gives it a little bit of a push. And we were supposed to go in all those. Yeah, that's correct, right? You can see right into these two, and that's what we did. And then you can also see how the gray rod connects and extends through there. So I think you are supposed to have that little bit of push. That gives that a suspension that's nice, springy, spongy, spomsly boops and feeling. And I think we're good to go on to step 60. Step 60, let's go ahead and find our pieces again. Looks a little complicated, looks a little challenging, but that's why we're here. We like a good challenge, we like to be creative. First motorcycle in my Lego collection, really. How neat is that? Oh, so here we go, there's one there. And then we need two of these, one, and two of those blues, two of the grays, one and two of those, and then two of the black extensions, one and two of those, and then one of these, one, yeah, and then oh, no, we got it. Yep, there it is. Got all the parts we need for step number 60. Let's go ahead. Hey now. Let's go ahead and clean up our build area a little bit, I suppose. All right. Two of those. It's very insistent that we do that one. And then we're gonna start by taking these and the grays and stashing them off to the side, just like that. There's one, and you're doing this on the outside, that's fine. Then you're doing these, one and two. And this on the exterior. Is that correct? I think so. Make some nice long bobsy bobson, and then you are fixing it to the bottom of here. Now this is going to go on the exterior. You see right there, that gray is gonna click onto there, and that's gonna be some cool piping, I think. That affixes and spins. That's cool, very cool. Step 60 is done. On to 61. And you can kind of see it's a little clunky. It's a little clunky of a device right now, but you can see how it's going to be shaped on the other side to have like a nice seat area. It's coming together. If you just put your eyeball to it, and if you know anything about mechanics, you can kind of see the little details like here in the engine block that are cool. They might get covered up later, I don't know. So you might want to enjoy those for now. Just take time to observe and play and have some fun with the build, because that might be just for us, our little secret. Who knows, our little bat secret. Let's find out. Okie doke. 61, let's take that long gray bobsley pops, and it says we need four of these little red tabsley doos. So let's go ahead and get those, and they want them inserted from one specific side. So let's go ahead and start with the end, skipping two into that fourth, skip another one, and then the last and final one is going to be another right there, just like so. 62, let's go ahead and get some big long blue rods. We need four of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Definitely not anything like the big panels and blocks that Lego will normally give you. You know, it's for things. These Technic kits are definitely a different style of building, and that's cool. I'll build Lego all day, every day if you let me. I don't mind. Ooh, look at that. There's one of those, right? Okay, a couple of those. Keep our peepers pop for those. We wanted gray little knobsley. Okay, that's it. Right there. We just need 2 of them. So let's go ahead and grab them both. And then a singly doozle. Is that what, no, we need a doobly doozle. So, let me see. We need a black tea bar. There we go. We're gonna need that. A couple specific pieces. Step 63. There's that one. And then nay. Come on. Where are you? Like in plain sight, probably. Like they always are. See, it's just one. Right? Yeah. There's 2. I don't think it'll be in there. It is not in there. There it is. There it is. Now that we have all the parts and pieces that we need for 61, let's go ahead and snap this little Dobson together. Gonna need this upside down with our black T bar going there at a 90. Let's have our knob and nobbins. Knob and nobbins get put in up here and up here. I suppose they get pushed in. Knob and nobbins. I'm gonna go right there. Okay. Knob and nobbins get pushed in on 63, and then you're gonna mount them, looks like to the rear of that. That's correct. So orient. You can check your orientation with those 2 blues right there. And then moving on to step 64. Step 64, this is that right there, and then we'll need one of these, and then we'll need one little red knobsley boobsin. That's fine. We'll orient. We'll put the red knobsley popsin in right there. And then the blue snapsy popsin in there. Where's that? And that, oh, because this will go right there. Don't forget that little piece right there. Yep. And that clicks in right there. And then this will click in right over here with that red knobbly boobs and facing out. 65, you're gonna take another long gray and then 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they're going to be placed on the exterior, right there. Skip 1, 2, and then have it go right there. Skip 1 and have it be the 3rd, and then that 1, 2, 3 on the end, and then you are going to place them, sandwich them, make that nice little sandwich. What kind of sandwich do you like to eat? I love a good turkey bacon sandwich. Love some turkey bacon. Shredded lettuce, so it doesn't make the sandwich come apart. There you go. Step 65 is done. Those are sandwiched together. Step 66, you're gonna need 2 of these. It says 1 and 2. There they are. And they're going on the very outside of the front. And the front, right there and there. How about that? 66 is done. 67. Go ahead and flippery bobson that right over. So that that is like that. And then we've got the blue gears facing us, just like so. This little knobsary popsin is gonna fit in right behind up here. That's what they're saying. And then, right, this second one is going right there. This is going right there, just for reference. That's correct. Second one is going to be Yeah, it's good to trace these arrows back in the directions. That's always nice to do. And looks like that is all connected to rebobson. And it looks like that's going to be the cool kickstand that can go up and down. Very handy. Very handy. That's 67. 68. Let's go ahead and take these two little rodly bobsons it says that we need. Little red rods. These are fun red rods, aren't they? And they are going to go, looks as though, where are they going to go? Where are they going to go, friend? I see two red rodly bobsons and I see them all the way over there, but I'm not seeing those pieces. Where is that? What's going on there? Oh, it's these pieces. You silly mongoose. Hate the silly, not the goose. That's what I would say. There we are. They go in the front of that assembly right over those gears. That's step 68. Let's check out step 69. See two of those and then two of those. And you're going to do this step twice. So with that being that way, you're going to put one like that, and then one like that. That's fine. And then they're going to mount off of those like so. Is that correct? That's good. Yeah. Step 69, you mount off those red rods. That's what you want to do. You want to mount off the red rods that you did in step 68. That's going to give you a nice strong 69. That was unnecessary, wasn't it? All right, step 70. Step 70 looks like it's going to be a big old jolly fun time. Step right there. This is definitely taking us a couple minutes longer than we expected, huh? Moving a little slower, Brick. Step 70, you're going to take that. No, because it's like a full prong, so it's not like that. There it is. And then you're going to take that and be through the third. It's going to come in from that side. Or is it? Yeah, let's have it be like that because of this. Go like that. That's 70. And we're going to check out, hey, come here you, step 71. Yes, we're going to need this piece. Gray rod. Go together like sozels. And then this going up, that's going to go like sozels. 71, 72, you're going to take the other side of that, I supposals, and have it go like sozels. Just like sozels. Now that's like that. We've got that cool apparatus. Let's go to step 70 thrice. Step 70 thrice. That's going to have us be doing this and this. And that's all going to be I suppose like sozels, and then like this. That looks like that. It's kinked in on that. That's fine. 73, 74 is going to be this and this. Look downward, it will be, this will be coming up, this will be affixed to where the second loop, the second loopery doozle. Okay, with You see? So that's up like that. It's up like that. And then it's going to be affixed all the way over here in the... Oh, very well. Very well. With the blue knobs or pops and sticking out, that's 74, step 75. 75, you're gonna need one yellow rod and a double, one of these guys, and it's gonna go up like that. And then it is going to be, as far as this apparatus goes, it's going to do what? It's going to go right in the top. Right in the top. So technical these techniques are. How about that? 75, 76, take another elbow jointery do, and it'll go right there. Same as the other. Same as the other. And you know what's funny is I feel like I'm Bobsley Pops, and you know what? I did Bobsley Pops, and this needs to be in there. That's so funny. I need to take this. So I'll just deal with this happy little accident. Put this piece offset, so we're gonna have to remove this side just really quick. Pop this in. Oh. Just right there. Now we can pop this side right back on to where it's supposed to be. Now, there's that. Much better, right? Yeah. Oakley doke, because you can see in step 76 that it's supposed to be situated on the other side of that, and then these two can get affixed. So that's correct. Back to it, step 77. You're gonna need one of these and then one of these. And they are going to go like these, just like these. Right in the middle it says, so there. 77, 78, taking a gray rod, which is over here, we know, and we're putting it, you know what? I'm gonna put you, friend, right over here for now. Then if I take this and put it right over in this side, 78, 79, of course, is going to have it fixing to here. And it's going to go right on top of the gears. That's where you turn it over. And this, that's where it's going. So you can take the back of it and just do that. Ah, I see. That goes over the gears. There is the front. This moves around. That's to either side of that. And then you switch these up and you close them in. Would you look at that? Look at that. Check that out. Click and click. Nice. Isn't that a bit of terrific? Take a little stretch. You should feel good about where you're at in this build. If you've never done this before and you're not familiar with these builds, this is pretty involved. You should feel pretty accomplished. Maybe it's old school, old news to you. If that's the case, hey, I'm just glad you're here having fun. Whew, gotta stretch it out though, that's for darn sure. Oakley doke. And then I also see this can be pushed in. Yeah, in step 80, because you're gonna take a yellow Rodley pops in and pop and insert it from this side, and it looks like you're just doing that both ways. But what's it gonna look like at the end? It will be sticking out on this side, and the gray slot goes in all the way. The yellow will be sticking out because you can see in step 81, that's how it is out laying there. And so we're gonna need This for step 81 going that way, and then this at a right angle going that way. And then we're gonna take one of these, we're gonna take one of these, and we're gonna take one of these. Hey Jonesy, how you doing, buddy? Oh, good to see you, old friend. Coming in to help me build the BATCYCLE, are you? That's cool. That's cool, Bubby. Let me see, so this is gonna go with the red coming up from the underside. And then this coming up there, just like so. And, oh darn, look at that, did it backwards. It's like this, so it's like this. Blue and red, there we are. Now we're back on track. And this will be over here. Then that is going to be like right there and right there. So that it will look like this. It goes down 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then it does that. These are going to connect where? These are going to connect, that top circle is going to go right in there. Is that correct? If it goes down like so, yes, you go right in there, and then this bottom one, the blue, goes right into there. To there? Is that it? Looks like it. But it also looks like that is off because it's supposed to be there. There. And then maybe this goes there. Does everyone snap in a little? Ooh! So this yellow is going to go in there as these two go in there. That would align everything. Ooh, kind of manipulating this build is a bit of a challenge in itself right now. Getting this step on there, it's kind of, there we go. Now it's lining up. Sometimes you just gotta wiggle them a little bit. And that is correct. Right? Yes, yeah. Wait, what? That is there, yes, that goes out. Went under that, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okie doke, that's fun. How about that? Step 82, still on the first bag. How about that? This is detailed-a-really doozles, that's for sure, isn't it? And then we take one single, then we got a tubular, and then we get a long red. And then these are going to, it's gonna go right there. That's gonna go right there. That's gonna go. And that's gonna go right there. To be positioned like so, coming out of the kickstand area. Where's that? We've got this up here. Is it the gray? Is it that Graisley Bobson? No, because that's below it right there. Where does this affix to? You can see that's that gray with the knob. So it actually looks as though it should fit in, you know, I guess it just goes in here and then it gets angled up. Oh, that's right. Very similar to the other side. It just gets, yeah, so that is correct. It's like we forgot. Step 83, again, we're building longly popsins. Let's just go ahead and start with a long black and then the gray sleeve right there. That's gonna clip on just like so. Then you're gonna take a Yeah. Gray sleeve, black knob, that's gonna go like so. That's gonna go like so. Is that correct? Then that's gonna go like so. With a blue Bowser boob sticking out like so. 3, and then that's gonna go above it, and that's gonna clip in to the top, just like Sozen. Just like the other side did. That is funny, isn't it? Because there's no Bobsary Popsin over there, but that's fine. Maybe there doesn't need to be. But that is the second large piece of piping. I don't know if it's exhaust. Is that exhaust? I don't know. Maybe it's an engine component. I am not a car aficionado. I don't know if you know this about old brick, but here, see that? Look at that. Just what we're talking about. Now it's uniform. Step 84, 85. 85, you're gonna need this. One black knobsly doos. You got one in here? Yeah, we sure do. There it is. Black knobsly do. That's gonna go right there. And then we need a red, single red Pegsley Pop. That's gonna go right there in that piece. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? It's all kind of coming back to me again. 86 is you're gonna take one of those cool Rodley Poopsons. I guess that's gonna go up there. Isn't that fun? 86 is you're gonna take them both and do it though. So here we go. What are we doing? They're gonna connect from there to there. So, let me see, 85, we've got it built. And it's going to be angled upward like so. Just like its cohort, you can see it on the other side. You can see it on the other side. And then, it'll be like here. And then, connect right through that black elbow joint up there. And then you're gonna get it close enough to click into its top components right there. Go ahead and tighten her up down at the bottom. And now that chassis just come together. It's tight, 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 and uniformed on both sides. That's kind of interesting. It looks almost like a bird. Almost like a bird just sitting here with its tail and its wing, and it's ready to be perched and fly away. That's silly, Brick Ross. Don't do that. But we're going to take, and now that it's on there, 86 says to go ahead and connect these fun pieces to where they need to go. Now where that is that on the red? No, they connect onto the ball joint just below there, just below. So the ball joints will connect to each other. That makes sense, doesn't it? So we just click and click, and that's the end of step 86, 87. 87 is we're not finally working our way through some of these parts and pieces. 87 is gonna take this. We're gonna need 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those. 2 of the ball joints. So there's 1 and 2. Looks like we're using up the last of these components. And then we need this. Don't need you yet. So let's go ahead and follow these steps. And by placing 2 at each end, 1 and 2, and then inserting those like so and like so. Step 3, you'll want to use this T connection and the last bottom 3 jabbering out. 87. Go ahead and install them now. It looks like a spacer bar that we've already set up that other side. Look at that, would you? It's right there. And be sure to orient, make sure that these pieces here are facing up. That looks nice. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That looks nice. So now 87. Step 88. One bar, one of those, and then two of these. 1 and 2. Nice to get those pieces worn down. There's a little part of me that says, boy, Rick, I sure do hope that this was the more complicated of the two bags. And then there's another part of me that says, well, Rick, probably not. Probably not. And then you're gonna 88, you're gonna sandwich these two together. Nice sandwich again. 89. Looks like you're gonna take one of these and then a gray rod. Take the gray rod with the 90-degree angle, and then you do that, and then you affix it to where? You affix it to the outside of here and the outside of here. So it's got one space, just one space sticking out. You know. That's 89, 90. 90, there's that rubber stoppery doozle right there. That's the one you need. And then you're gonna need another gray rod. You're gonna take this, put it through there. Let's see where this goes. Now 91's done. Step 92, you need one of that long blue friend. It's gonna be it. Look right there. There we go. Let's put that friend right there. I hope that is placed correctly. Because let's go ahead and step 93. We're building some fun things. We're going to need 1 and 2 of these. We've seen these around. Looks like we've got an extra one in here. Maybe we're doing that twice, but we need 2 of those. 1 and 2 of these right there. And then 2 of those knobsery popsicle doozles, which I think are right there and right there. So to build them, we're going to go ahead and place the knobs or the singly squares of doos right underneath the way we're supposed to, and then we're putting that right there, and then we're putting that right there. Looks like finally a little bit of detail as opposed to some technical portions of the build. And then you can see these are going to get fixed right like so. On either side. It looks as though they get placed there. And then our rubber piece is free in the background. Look at that. That's nice. That's 93. 94 is to affix them. Rubber piece down. Where? In the chassis. Right in. It looks like right there. Maybe. Who knows? Ooh. That's right, because maybe that is going to be bent down there. That's interesting, that little rubber piece right there. That's what's going to be making probably some rear suspensiones. And that means suspension. And then it looks as though, yeah, we're going to place that down so it's right in between there. And because in step 95, that's when we're going to take our gray Rodsley Popson and secure it. So take whatever time you need to put that in place. I think it can be done pretty easily. I don't think you need to be too crazy Popsons with it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. There. Kind of made it a little bit easier to do that. And there's that. Step 96. Looks like it wants us to make one of our cool fun wheels. Let's go ahead and find out if putting it together was incorrect. So we're taking this long, big Knobsley Popson with a Hauser Doozle, and then it looks as though, yeah, it wants us to take that disc brake piece in step 97. And go ahead and place this through there. Yes, yes. So this is on the other side. We already did it in the previous step, but we can't see it here. So that is what it is, 97. 98, you're gonna need this. And a big wheel. Just a big wheel. And I think it's actually gonna be, what are we doing? Are we doing the rear? Oh, okay, so yeah, we're doing the old rear wheel here. Oh, it seems to be just a little red space Dobson, so it's over here actually. Wait a second, let's go back and reconstruct this wheel, starting out with the rod and the housing. That's correct. We'll put it like that, and then you put that on, and then that on. 97, 98. Let's go ahead and put, yeah, see? Now we're gonna have to take it apart, because it is gonna be the fatter of the wheel. Let's go ahead and put that right back. And put that right there. Now you place the red spacer pops in. Is that correct? And then 98, 99, you put the second on there. And then that's the second pops in. Hey. Oh, you need a second pops in. Right there. And then you need a gear. There's a gear. Then you put the wheel over everything. Hopefully Popsons. That's cool with that disc brake. I like the way that pops out right there against that wheel. Let's go ahead and see if we can't align that a little bit better using the compression of the table. There you go. It's starting to give a little bit. Pressing down just slightly. There we go. There we go. So now we've got our nice wheel. It's got a little spacer. It's got the gear. Step 102. You need one of the geary housings there, just one of those pieces. And it looks as though it's gonna go like that through here. Let's go ahead and grab our till. There it is. There's our gear. So it goes in there. And then what? Probably, yeah, if you turn it over. Yep, sure does Lee Bobson. There we go. It gets a little knobsery-do. Look at that. It even fits very nicely. Very nicely. If we can go ahead and give it just another nudge. Ooh, dear. There you go. That's a pretty good nudge. Glad that wasn't a disaster, huh? Okay. 102. Now, 103. Look at this. 45 pieces. We're going to be building that chain. Oakley doke. So let's go ahead and set our build right here. Grab our chain pieces. That's pretty neat. 45 of these, and I don't get to build chains very often, so this will be a new exercise for me as well. I feel like maybe the last time I did something that required this, it was like Ewok Village when I built the little bridge there. You had to do stuff like this. So I don't normally do mechanics. Kind of interesting. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says to do this 45 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it in sections of 5, just so we can kind of keep track. There's 1, 2. It's easier to count to 5. 3. These are so tiny. 4 and 5. Now, in the new Batman, they did so much cool stuff, especially with their casting, right down to casting Gollum as the new Alfred. How about that? That's so silly. I can't help but not see him as squatting over in a green screen. Like, you know, how fun is that? And he's using all of his decadence to be the man about Wayne Manor. 4 and 5. And then, you know, their Riddler was insane. Paul Dano did a great job of just being a crazy person. Just someone just absolutely terrifying. No logic at all. How fun was that? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Zoe Kravitz is a nice Selena Kyle. She has good chemistry with that Robert Pattinson. I kind of like it. It'll be fun to see where that goes. 4 and 5. Maybe they're going to use that Riddler. I don't know. Maybe they just touched on it. I don't know what's in store for the next Batman movies, but I'm excited. I thought this Bat bike was cool. You know, it didn't look like a normal piece of Bat equipment in Bruce Wayne's arsenal. 3, 4, 5. You know, but again, that's because the movie comes from an older place. It's an older place, but it's like a younger Batman. He's inexperienced. He's still building the Batmobile. He hasn't done it yet. Ooh, maybe that goes like that. I wonder. Got to pay attention to these chain links. They've all got to go the same way, I'm assuming. I think it is possible to put some of them on backwards. Maybe we're going to take a second and check those out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We like that. Let's go ahead and make sure they're all going the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them. I guess I'll call them little teeth facing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Teeth down. We're still only halfway through making this chain, it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the ones I did first. I expect there to be some little happy accident right there, but hey, guess what? No little happy accidents on those chains. Those are some good little chains right there. Those are some fun little chains. Yeah. Put this right over there. I think that's going to be an extra. We'll leave them in there. Why not? It was brutal too, the film, wasn't it? Pretty violent. Especially when you compare it next to that cheeky, campy Adam West, you know, kind of thing. Oh, man. Someone as sexy as Tim Burton's, you know, gritty. You know, the Penguin, oh my God, Colin Farrell. Unrecognizable. What a fun take on that character. Not so over the top, you know, like Danny DeVito, like Danny DeVito's Penguin, just eating fish, just tossing those fish off to the side. Not really fish friendly. Over the top characters. Great chase scenes, the Batmobile and the Bat bike, and just getting pushed to his limits. Pushing Bruce Wayne, Batman, to his limits. Let's see, we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. These could be extra. Let's go ahead and set that right over there. And 2 is once you got all these, and it's cool. I've never really done this before. I am so excited for this. This is going to be fun. I have never done anything this mechanical where the gears will wrap around a chain. No, such as a motorcycle does. I guess I'm a little silly, I suppose. I'm a little at how excited I am about this. And just making sure they all are aligned the same way. You don't want a section of chain that goes against the way that the others did. You never know, could be very detrimental. What I'm curious about is securing the chain with some sort of linchpin or main link, that is if you've ever replaced a bicycle chain, it's kind of like that. You got to be very careful. And now this is going to just come up here and drape around the blue. It's going to wrap around the blue and the rear. So let's see if we can't do that. Let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can't just get... Oh, that piping is going to end up kind of holding that on there, isn't it? That's interesting. So hopefully keep it from going off. And it looks like it wants us to be underneath that. Let's go ahead and bring that forward. Look at that. And we're also incorrect there because we have to go around. Let's go ahead and adjust. No problem with adjusting. There's no problem with adjusting. Around like that. There you go. There we go. Look at that. I wonder if it needs all that. If you could tighten that. I wonder if you could tighten that up, or if it's gonna. I wonder if it'll be nice, like when it's taut like that, when it's all built together. Won't that be fun to find out? Yeah. You can really see now those pistons are pumping on the side. It's right there. That's kind of neat. Let's keep going. That was step 103. We're on to step 104. We're going to need 1 and 2 of these, and then 1 of these. Now, it looks as though we're going to leave these up, like so, and put this over there, like so. That makes sense. That's 104, 105. Look at that. I'm going to take this right here, 2 long blues. They're gonna go 1, 2, 3 into the 4th. Let's go ahead and stash you over here, old friend. Into the 4th, skipping 3, 1, 2, 3, into that 4th. That's like so. Then we're going to take this and put it on there. Okay. These are always so finicky sometimes. Then they'll take this and put that into the second one right there, so that the cross pegs are facing out. And then step 3, you're gonna take 2 of those thingery bobsons, which are somewhere. We saw them. We know they're here. Where did they go? Where did they go? And 2, because we need 4 of those. 2, and just to be sure, yep, they are the ones with 2, 3, and 4. Put those over there. And this, running it all the way through. And we're doing this twice. Step 3 of 105. Doing that twice. You're clipping them in at the ends, each end. Like there. And on all the way at the other end. With the square peggly popsons facing out. So now that you're done with that, you can go ahead and put those on the outside, right over here. See where they left those bobbery popsons, all loosey-goosey? Now what they want you to do is these over here. So that and that. They'll be butted up to there, just like that. So this goes here, that goes there, that goes there, and now these go down. And that is what keeps the chain nice and taut. How about that? Isn't that a little bit of terrific? Little knobs where it pops in. I like that. And it's cool. You can really see those turbines pumping, the engines working. I think it's super neat. And that's a great element about these Technic builds. They're just so driven, if you forgive the pun, to be aimed that way. They're just so creative. I like that. You can really see the guts and the inner workings in the pieces. That's pretty special, isn't it? Step 106. We're almost at the bottom of our bag here. Step 106 is going to have us taking the little Hauser Popsons, just putting it right on that side, right over here. And then I think we're going to see if we can't try to push some of that through. Try to even out that little thing. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I like that. I'll allow it. That's 106, 107. It says we're gonna need a big old longy bobs of boobs, and that's gonna go right there on top. Let's go ahead and gently align all these spaces and pieces. Start with the center, kind of work your way out, and they just click right together. I like that. 108, what do we need? We need one of these. Come here. And looks like our last one of those. And that is going to be put over here. Looks like the longer fella is gonna get fixed to the outer of that yellow. And then this is going to go right under this, right there. How about that? Take a look at that and go on to step 109 to use this last piece here. No, it's not the last one. We got a couple more because it's going to go, if you look and you zoom in right there, it's going with the 90-degree angle like so and like so. This is kind of a fun little thing. Hopefully, is it solid enough? It's solid enough on the other side, I suppose, just to give me enough support to slide that piece right on there for step 109. And how about that? Step 110, we're using up that other spring right there, and we're needing a red Knobsley Popson, and then a gray old Hoosley Poosley, and then another Toosley Poosley of a different orientation. And then we'll need 3 of these black Pegs or Bobsons. And let's see how they want us to make that happen. We're going to start with the black Peggersry Bobson on one side and the red Bobsry Popson on the other side. Remember when we did this before on the other side? So we'll keep the red like that. We'll keep that like that. And then these two can go in like that and like that. Then you're going to take this with the spring on that side, clipping it in there, and let's go ahead and affix it. Where does it get affixed to? Got these two right here, and it looks like that. Go to the outside of that. Go down here and fit in right there. There we go. And that's the rear suspension system. Once that's assembled, you can go ahead and just put that right in there. Isn't that fine? Step 112. Let's go ahead and get this. We need 2 of these. That's fine, we can leave those there. Remember this? Step 1, you're taking the doubles on one side. And then you're taking the black ones and putting them on the other side. Just like so. 1 and 2. You've got that. Now you're going to take your blue rods, stick them out of the black parts, and then using the black circly doos, one last time, right over here, circly doos. And then you're going to pop that right on to where? You're going to pop that on right underneath that. That is going to connect. Is it going to, where's it going to connect to? Where's it going? That's going to, how does that, where does that connect to? Let's see where that connects to. Oh, it goes jiggly bobs and oh, so you see, there's that. I need, it's gonna be a hard one right there. Let's go ahead. Oh, that actually went through pretty smoothly. Excellent. So now you see that's uniformed right there, top and bottom. Okay. Then step 113, definitely taking a little longer than we anticipated, but it's a fun build. That is certainly for sure. You're gonna need 3, 1, 2, 3 of these. 1, 2, 3 of these. 1 of these. 1 of these. 1 of those. 1 of these. And then 1 of these. Step 1 is you're gonna put that like that. And then that, like that, like that, like a boot. And then you can take the other 2, put them on the other side, and affix that to there. And then this, that's funny, I didn't see that. Was that in that direction? Sure was. That is going to take like that. That is going to be like that. And then we can affix that all the way up here. So it's sticking out. Yeah, just going, connecting to the top one. Connecting it into that top one. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 that's correct right there. And for step 114, let's go ahead and take this, and take this, and then take another nubbins right there. Take 1 and 2 of these. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And then with a gray. And then with a black. Nubbins right there. That's step 3 in 114. And that's all going to go over there, just like so, connecting to the last piece with the blue and black knobsons that are sticking out that we have, forming that more of that pipe structure. Yeah, that's fun to watch. Look, I can still see that happening from the side. That pipe structure for along the pipe, giving it that motorcycle feel and aesthetic. Step 15, you're going to take 2 of these and 1 of these. Snap them together. It looks like we're making another little tubular apparatus, which is totally tubular. It's funny to think about surfer speak in a Batman world, just not the same lingo, I suppose. You're going to take that. Making that curve. 17, 118 is you're going to need this. That's going to go into that, leaving that out. And then needing a straight tube to go right there. That's the piece we've made. 118, 119. Go ahead and take this and this and this into there. Then into the center with those facing out. What an interesting interesting piece. But that is going to go, looks like, let's go ahead and zoom in again. We've got the ability to do it. Why not? So it looks like if we're under there, it looks as though this piece connects into the bottom. Then this piece that connects into the top, right there. Okay. Now we can kind of just fidget with these a little bit, make sure they're nice. Before we go on to the next step, which is 121. 21, we're going to be using our last little long stretchery arm. And that right there, a nice blue, our last long blue pegs reducel. And then our last little shoe 90, whatever you'd like to call it, I suppose. I don't really have a name for it. It's going to click in just like that. And then we're going to take a singly blue Bobson with a cross piece. There it is. And looks like we're flipping the bike around, so the rear is in the rear. How about that? And then we are going to be placing the piece that we just built. Where? Right up here? Is that correct? No, it is. Turned around, we've got that. No, negative. It'll be like this. So that nubbins is right there, nubbins. And these nubbins all connect. So you can kind of see, right? This will be right there in the yellow. And this connects right down there. There you go. Now that frame, foreframe, I guess, of the chassis would be considered complete on to step 122. I'm gonna take, we've got all the parts, and they're pretty much spaced out, so let's go ahead and take this friendly friend and place it in like so. And we're gonna have another friendly friend down there coming out of bottom one there, and then another one coming out here. Then we're gonna have that be right there, and another one right there. Then we're gonna take this, put a red prongery bobsel through it, and then affix it to here. It's a pretty similar feeling to what we had done on the other side. And then we are onto the back or front of this, and they're connecting right in here and here. So let's go ahead and gently do that so it's not too aggressive. There you go. And on to the last steps of the first bag here. We're gonna be doing this and this, and got a nice little loopity-loop. A couple of these in here that are gonna be really left to go out and out. And then gray will be on the top, and then we'll need a black extender on the bottom. That will go on to right there. And there. Now, that is correct. So let's go ahead and click it right in. Just like that. We're about done with the first bag, so let's go ahead and wrap up with the last few steps here. Looks like we're only gonna go up to step 129, and we are on step 124. Using up these last few pieces, it's fun. You can go ahead, that's a lot more sturdy now than it was, and we can go ahead and start wrapping this up with these last little piping, a few piping components. Very, very technical. How much fun is that? 124, there's two and one of those, 125. Gonna take the blue Roger it out right there, and then have the elbow connection like there. These for fun. They're about the size of elbow macaroni. It's hard not to just yum, 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 yum. But we're grown-ups and we don't do that, and that's not safe. Be safe. Don't eat your Lego. Don't eat your Lego. Don't eat your Lego. I don't care how many times I gotta say it. Don't eat your Lego. No matter how good it looks. Do, 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 do. 126, let's go ahead and we'll get this last little red noddle he pops in. And our last elbow, that'll curve back around. We're gonna put our last little blue connector and the last black tubular connector right there. That's gonna wrap up step 127. And then step 128, we are going to utilize it all. You know, nice there, nice there. That could be extra, who knows? And then this is gonna go that way with the, you gotta have those square piggly popsins facing out. And again, just like before, in step 129, again, this will be our last step. Go ahead and manipulate the bike so it's right there. And you're gonna pop it right into the bottom one first, and then spin it up to get into that top red spot. And that looks like that'll be it right there. That's step 129. That's all we need to do before we go on to bag number 2. So go ahead, take a quick break. Let's get a stretchery Dobsley Bobson. I think we just did a bulk of the build, truthfully, and I think the second half of this is going to be a lot sexier. You're going to see a lot more of the aesthetics. You're going to put on that last front wheel and the cool detail of the headlight. So far, very, very neat, very fun. I love seeing the engine and the pistons work, the chain, and a very fun detail. First for me, and I'm excited to get on with the second half of this build. So we'll see you right back here, right after the break. Brick buddies, go grab a stretch. Welcome to the Joy of Bricking with me, your host, Brick Ross. I'm so excited that you decide to join us. I hope that you have as much fun as I do building these kits and just avoiding real work and spending time with friends and family, or even some quality time alone, which is always a good thing for your soul. If you enjoy building Lego kits as much as we do here at the Joy of Bricking, go ahead and send us pictures of your collection. What are you building? What are you working on? I'd love to see it. Tell us what's going on in your brick community. Leave us comments in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. If you're enjoying what you're building and you're being creative and you're having a good time, that's exactly the kind of thing that we like to celebrate. On behalf of everyone here at the Joy of Bricking, thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome back from the break, Brick Buddies. We are well into Lego Kit 42155. The BATCYCLE, and holy Bat Bobsley Bobsons, is it a lot of fun. I think we got most of the meat and potatoes of the build done during the first bag. The second bag doesn't look as complicated, so hopefully it'll be a quick wrap up to this fun kit. It's like our second Lego Technic build, so it's probably taken us a little longer than most people that are familiar with these types of construction. So I hope you've had as much fun as I have building them. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and open up bag number 2. I love it. I just love it. Oop, careful now. Careful now. Let's see how many baggly doozles there are. Ooh, we got 2 of those little disc brakes. Right there, 2 disc brake pieces. That's kind of interesting. We'll put that over there. And then we got this over here. We've got some more great dishes. Let's go ahead and stash that right there. You know, right there. Come on, get out of there, you. Oh, a square vent tabs, some black elbow jointery popsins. Just take a note of what we've got, little parts and components in each part. There we go. Little blue rods and gray rods. Oakley dokley. And then, let's see here. Do that. That could be fun. And then, if you really want, we can put it all right over here. Right over here. I think I saw that headlight right there. That's kind of fun. No long rods. No long, not any little pieces that are too long. Looks like we've got some details. And again, no stickers. No decals to worry about, so to speak of. So we can kind of do all these. That's fine. Let's see. See now. Bag 2 starts off with step 130, and I think there's about 190 steps. So it looks like it wants us to actually take our bike, orient it this way, and manipulate it so that we can affix, it looks like one blue rod doodle and then one black rod doodle. And we're going to take them, we're going to put them right here in the chassis, right there. Not the chassis, but the engine block, you know what I mean. I'll be going right in the front, in the center of that. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that. Front with that facing out, just like that. Let's go ahead and put that right there. And then this one down low, coming out of that one right there. Okie doke. So now I've got these two pieces right there and there. That's fine, that makes sense. That's 130. Step 131 has us building a fun apparatus. Let's go ahead and we'll put that right there and we'll get our fun apparatus. It looks like they are some slopey angles, and then you've got that. 1, 2, 3, yes. So there's that one there, and there's probably an opposite one in each bag. Yep, just like that. And so this is gonna be like that, like this, and like that, and like this, and like that, with the prongities facing up from here. There we go, just like that. I believe we're building the fuel tank assembly. Starting off in 131, just being a little tricky right off the bat. 132, you're gonna need 4 of those long blues. Let's go ahead and grab those, and they are going they are going right there. And my left hand is not as good as my right hand is. It's from an old accident. Maybe I'll tell somebody about sometime. I need 2 of those Hobsons, 1 and 2. Not really sorting these out like we did the last time, because why not? We can do what we like. Let's go ahead and, yes. Go ahead and pop those on, just like that. We don't have to sort the bins. We can do whatever we want. This is our build. We can leave them out. We can leave them askew. We can put them in our fun dishes. We can do whatever. It's up to us. However we want to be creative. That's what we can do. How about that? Step 134, we need one triple piece, and then 2 black knobbly Hobsons right there. So you can see you're gonna take them and you're gonna put them right there like that. Just like that, and install them on the front of this apparatus right here to keep them spaced apart. Just help with that spacing, just a skosh, just a smidgen. Just a smidgery pops. That's 134, 135. You need 2 long black Rodley Hobsons. You're gonna find them over here in this receptacle. And you are going to put them in the top 2 pieces right there, right there. That's 135, 136. Let's go ahead and find those little tiny pieces. They're numbers 9 and 10. If you, I don't know if you know this, but if you look, there's a 10 right there. There's a 10 noted, and then number 9. See if we can't find this. It'll say number 9, and that's how you, there it is. You distinguish between the right and the left side of the build. Now, orient, and put 10. This is 10. This is 10 on this side. So this is going to snap and curve right to there, just like that. And it's going to be the same as the other side, right over there with step 9. There you 136 is done. 137 wants you to affix this right to the underside. Right to the underside, right here. You see that? That comes in. And it has it so that these smaller pieces are right there. Right behind there. You see, it connects on to this Propsley Bobson right there. It's hard to see, but there, it just clicks right in and it looks very nice. It looks very nice. We're gonna have something else coming up over here to make that just look even more streamlined, but that's as far up as the kickstand will go. 137's done. 138 has us grabbing another one of those 3-spot fins and affixing it to the front. Where? Into right there and there. There we are. 139. One and two of these. 2 of those. 1 and 2. Is that it? No, I need gray. Light gray. Light gray. Circles. Circles with knobsies, yep. That's 2, and then 2 of these. 1 and 2. And where are they gonna go? Actually, nice to tidy up the workspace a little bit. So now we've got all of our components right down here for 139. Let's go ahead and build this. We're gonna take first one using a red, and that's gonna go through. It's gonna look like that. This on the outside like that. Then the blue is gonna come up through the bottom. And then, let's go ahead and look at this. Over here, these are going right up here. Now, put that red one in incorrectly. That's fine, because you can just scooch it out from the other side, and now it's correct. That was a cool, fun little trick. That's gonna go right there. This is gonna go right here, coming up from the bottom, and then out on the side. With the red, let's go ahead and place that. It's nice when some things go a little smoother than others. 140's got us making another part of the tank, so let's go ahead and grab piece number 2, it says. And it looks like, oh, bummer, look at that. I found it right off the bat. And we're gonna grab a long blue, and then one of these pieces right here that kind of looks like a thing. And 140, then you got orient the piece. Let's see if I can put that right there. Orient the piece, putting that right there, and then those oriented like that. Orient for step 140. Step 141, you're gonna take piece number 1. Let's watch this be this one. Look at that, how about that? And then you are going to do the same thing, because we already did this, a very similar step on the other side. That's 141, 142, one of those, and one, and 2 of these, there we go. And those are going to go just like that. What a fun sound. And then they're going to go through the second hole right up here. You're building, and again, it's all just black components. Black components. That's nice and nice. Come on, you. Come on, you. Get in there. And they're all weebly wobbly right now. So this is really meant to stiffen up this part of the build, this little piece, this little component right there. You need Do that? Can you do that? There you go. And now you've got that little nubbins sticking out there. This is all tight and nice. There's a little bit of movement to it right now, but I'm thinking that's probably going to go away in step 143 or 144. Now we need 4 more of those. 1, 2, 3, nope, 3. Look at these fun, interesting components here. 4. Need 4 of those, and they are going along the outside. Let's go ahead and zoom in, see where. Along the exteriors. I think they were blue on the other piece that was similar to this. I think they were blue. And then, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've been wrong before. It's happened a lot. It happened quite a bit sometimes. Well, brick can be wrong, and that's fine. We don't judge. We don't judge. It's not really necessary. Now in step 144, you're going to want pieces 3 and 4, and they look like they are a little bit larger. There's 4 right there, and there's 3 right there. Look at that. And then they look as though they are going to be connected to these. So if you take piece number 3, that is piece number 3, put it in just like so. It's going to go in those matching affixing holes, just like so, and like so. 144, 145, I need 3. 3 of those. You know what I might do? Let's try something here. Yeah, let's try that. I feel like that's a little easier to fish around with. And those pieces, they're fine right there. They're fine. Put our longer pieces on the outside just to create a nice little barrier. I think that's that headlight. I think that's going to be neat. We'll have to wait and see. And now I think, well, look at that. Look at what we're doing. We're organizing our pieces a little bit, just like we said we weren't gonna, but I think it's gonna make a little bit of a difference because I want to be able to find the 1, 2, 3 of those pieces right there. And then the other 1, 2, 3, that interesting friend right there. It's 1, 2, 3 with a knob, and there it is. And now you see, you can go ahead and blow that up. We need 1 on this side and then 2 on the reverse. 1 and 2. So now it looks like that, and it is getting installed. Where? Where? Well, that's right in there. And that's like the other curve of that. So let's go ahead and just yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yoink, 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 yoink. And there it is. On to step 146 is going to need these 2 and 1 of these right there. You're going to take it like that with them facing the rear and put reds on that side. Red and red. Don't push them all the way through. That might be a mistake, a problem later. Because in step 147, you are going to take this big laundry popsin. You're going to affix it to there you go. See, the center. Aren't you glad you didn't push those in? Because now it says to do that in step 147. 148. Same thing. Taking one of these knobbery popsicles with the way facing back. And you're gonna, says to, do it on the same side, kind of. Same way as we did before. Oh, and watch your posture when you're standing over the table. Oh, brick. Oh, brick. There we go. There we go. That's 148, 149. We're going to be inserting it right into there. Just like a glove. On to step 150. Gonna need solid on that one side. We're gonna get that piece from somewhere else. No. What do you got? You got a tube that's solid on a side. Looks like it's gray. I don't see it down there, but I do see it right there. That's kind of what it looks like, right? Right? Yes? Yes? Yes. Just making sure. Because it is going to go in here. When you turn this over, it's going to go in there. I guess that's all it does. Is that right there? Snappery Bobson. Step 150. Only like 40 steps left. If you go to step 151, you're going to need 2 of these. While it's all turned over, Dobson, you're going to be putting them right there and right there. How about that? So many little pieces. I feel like we've gotten away for a long time without having to do that, without having to worry about them, but here we are. Oakley doke. It's totally there. That's not meant to be put in on the back. That's fine. That's step 152. Step 153 is you're going to be affixing this apparati to the top of your motorcycle. Now, let's go ahead and switch places right there and right there. You can see it sort of aligns right over y'all. And now where indeed? Where in here? Ooh, it looks, I see that. Now, you see how it aligns? And in this hole is where you'll want that to be. Does it say you need a thing redo? So, right there, you want it right next to, that is correct, you want it in that middle hole right there. Let's go ahead and pause that for a second, leave it right there, grab this yellow rod in step 154, and grab the 2 little bloobs. What do we need? They're gray in color. So let's look in here. Yeah, it looks like I found one there and one there. They're going to be 1 circle and 1 square. And then we're going to need a red. And come in from the rear on that side. That's step 154. It's going to go in on one side. Ooh, that's interesting. And then on this side, I'm going to take this and another red Ridsley Dobson. And the Ridsley Dobson will be on the outside, and it's going to be receiving it. And it's going to be face forward, so it'll be face forward on that side. So let's go ahead and I see. Push that through. And you'll see there's 2 reds there. Now that's definitely just going to clip on something very, very cool. Very cute. I think it's going to be very cute. And then this, same as that. It gets affixed right there. How about that? Right there. How about that? That's neaterino. Step 155. This ought to be interesting. Let's go ahead and place our bike right back over there. Right back over there, because we're going to use our 2 long black rods. We're going to take 2 Grizzly boobs. Yep, I see them right there. And right there. And we're going to put them right there. And we're going to put them right there. And then we're going to scooch them on down, right down to there. And 155, 156, we're going to grab this right here. Yes. And then a 3 spot. Just a randy 3. Just a randy 3 spots. Spottery doozle. Where'd that random 3 spottery doozle go? Right here. Right here in front of me. So that has 2 of the grazery doozles, then a blackery doozle, and then this doozle. All of these are going to get evened out. That's 156, 157. You need 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. To go right over the next 1, 2, and 3, and then your other little coolie Coolie guy. Coolie. Right there at the top. That's 157. 158. Take another 3. Put it over that. Take another. Where did that other one go? Is it there? No, because it's got a little holy bobson in it. The one with the holy bobson. Holy bobson. Holy bobson for real. Ooh, here we go. There it is. Holy bobson right there. That's 158. 159. You're going to take part 7. And I think that's like this little guy. That's 8. You need 8. So it'll be the matching one for the other side. Where's that other little one? Little tiny one. 7. Right here. 7 and 8. So when you got your piece like that, that's going to be 8. It's going to be fin up, zoop. And then 7, fin up, zoop, 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 zoop. That's 159. 160. Need a little redly poopsin to go. You're going to flip any bobson right over. Pop that right there. 161. 161 is you're going to need a little. We're really burning through pieces now. This shouldn't take too much longer. A Tuesday bobson, which is gonna be until he starts losing all of his pieces and then losing his mind. Tuesday bobson has the holes. The holes in it. Okay, did I just see that? Oh, it's a smooth Tuesday bobson. And it's a smooth Tuesday bobson. Where'd that go? Where would that be? Right? There. Right there with a red piece stuck in it. How funny is that? So you need that and then that one really unique piece. Where did that sneak off to? This one right here. And then another one of these. Okay. Whew. Whew. How much fun was that? Now, using this piece here in step 161, that's very unique. It's on step 2 of 161. So we're going to want to put the front end of this into that red slaughter hosens. And then we're going to put the back slaughter hosen into that red slaughter hosen. That looks cool. And now on step 162, which needs one blue piece. One little blue popsly pops in, just right there. Just right there, how about that? I like that. 162, 163, you're affixing it. You're affixing it to the apparati. I like that word today. Apparati. And let's go ahead and pop that in place. Yoink. It sits right there. How nice is that? Look at that. How about that? Yeah. I like that. So, let's go ahead and see what we need. We need 2 gray Rodley Popsons. We got those. We got those right here. And they need to go into the sides right there. And right there. Helps keep that seat right there and connected and nice and tight. Keeps it from wobbling around. We like that. Step 165, we're starting to build something cool, so we can put this bike right here, right off to the side. And we just need that little square there, and then we need one of these and one of these. And that's gonna go right in the middle, and it's gonna sandwich it just like so, just like that. 165, 166, let's go ahead and find that blue, not blue, it's a black piece, and it's about 4 long? Is that how long it is? Yeah, that's what it says right there. And it's gonna be right here. I haven't dove into that dish in a minute, so we're probably gonna use that here we're coming up here real soon. Orient in 166. Let's go ahead and find that piece that's gonna be facing the interior, 167. It's gonna have us It's gonna have us using, we just saw that, did we see that? So we need a before. It's going to be that one, and black Scooty Scoot right there. That's going to have us going. We did that. I'm going to have this going right here on the end. Yes, yes. And this on the exterior facing out. Yes. 168. We need 2 of these. 1 and 2. You're going to go right here. 1 and 2. 169. 169. That right there. Leaving that one open. 170. We need 3. 1, 2, and 3. In there, we can just put them on the top of that. So yes, 1, 2, and 3. 171. Needs 2 more. 1 and 2. And then a curvity piece right there. And that's going to go right there. Very cool. Right on the face. 1 and 2. So cathartic. Now for step 172, we're going to be fixing this to that. So let's go ahead and grab our bike and place it right over here. So that this, that's interesting. You cover up those pistons. How about that? Well, that's interestingly enough, but it's to make that happen. So, I don't know. Interesting. How about that? Okay. 172 is done. Looks like we're doing 173 is the reversal. So let's get into it. We're going to need some of these pieces. We're going to need this piece. We're going to need 2 of these. 1 and 2. And they're going to go sandwichy on the top and bottom, just like they did before. And then 174, you're going to basically you're just building it from the other orientations. Let's go ahead and take that and put this right here, because that is going to be connected to that. 175 is your black slidey hoodus, which is going up front here. And then your crispy rear hoodus, which is going right here. $176. 176, just moving along through there. 179, 70, and 177 is the one that comes after 176. That's I think, I'm pretty sure that that's accurate. But what we're looking for is that little slider hoodus, because we're also going to need this down the road. Now that's it's like a 1x3 hoodus. Nice flush hoodus. I'm not seeing it here. Might I have misplaced it somewhere over here? Who knows? Nice slidey hoodus. That's a slidey hoodus. Interesting. Slidey hoodus. Not really seeing it. So right there it is. Found that slidey hoodus. How about that? Because that's the only thing that happens in step 177 is just putting that slidey hoodus there. And then you're just doing a whole bunch of these. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to need 1, 2 on the next one. So we may as well grab them. So 178. Let's go ahead and just make sure we're oriented correctly. I suppose it does matter for the sake of the BATCYCLE. You don't want to be inappropriately oriented. And using this corner angly hoodus, that slides right there. And then 180 is, of course, doing what we just did to the other side of the bike. Let's go ahead and move this there. Let's move that there. Let's move that there. Do. And affix that to there. So what a little monstrous looking engine that looks like. How about that? How about that? Look at that. Isn't that neat? That looks so beefy. So beefy. Big old engine block. Again, I am disappointed that now you can't see things turning and gears turning and the pistons pumping and drumming and driving and can't see that now. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'm sure there's rhyme and reason to it. And we'll just press on. No big deal. No big whoop. Let's not make a thing of it, you know? Glad you're Bobbly Popsin wrapping up this kit with us. Yeah. Nice little break. Get back to work. Okay, all right. That's 180. Step 181, it looks like we're building that back front wheel. The front wheel is what we're doing. So get those pieces off right over there where they need to be. We're going to start off with gray Rodley Popsin. Gray Rodley Popsin going into, and these are the ones with the two Podley Poopsins right there, and then we're going to need one of those. That's going to go right there. And of course it's going to go through the second one, and then we're going to make the gray Rodley Popsil Blues going right there. Yeah. 182. Have us using one of these, orienting, because there's 181, 182. Yeah, that's correct. Because this is going to go like this. Is that correct? Yeah. Oakley doke, I see that now. Do you see that? Because this is going to go through this like that. Make sure it's yoinkity yoink. Now it can't really, it can move a little bit. That's 182. 183, that's when you're going to get the circly. It's a circly and a knobsy. That's 183, and the knobsy is going to go like that. Downward. Very well. 184 has us one of these and two of these. And what we are doing is putting these through here, just like so. And then we are fixing them down here. They go where? Right in there, so that it's kind of popping out like that. Just like that. 184, 185, we're going to need another one of those T-bars. Little T-bopsies right there. There we go. I think I'm going to try to, there we go. Do that. We'll clear up a little bit of space. I need a T-bopsin and a one and two of those. Second one of those. Because this is going to go into that bar just like so. And then this is going to connect in just like so'sins. How about that? You've been hunched over a lot today. Hope that doesn't come back to harm us. Probably will, because I got these old bones. Now it says to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and build our thingery bobsel. So let's go ahead and see. Take this and go through here. Gonna put the disc brakes. These are so neat. These are so cool. I just love the way they stick right out. It's so neat, so unique, you know? That looks about even. And he doesn't it? Oh, pop that right in there. Looks like almost like you got a little bit of a blowout right there. There you go. That's nice and symmetrical. I want the wheels to look good. It's a big important part of the bat ride. You know what I'm saying? All right, and then that is all gonna drop onto the end of this and get a Schnibbenhausen. The old Schnibbenhausen. That's fine. Right there. That's step 186, and 187 says to go ahead and take the other Schnibbenhausen and lock on that front wheel. Lock on that front wheel, and now you can make sure that the spacing of that gray bars in is pretty accurate. A little more evenly spaced. I like that. Nice and symmetrical. And there is our front wheel. There's our front wheel body. Step 187 is done. 188, you need two little gray schnibbens, and they're going in on what it looks like this side. Okay, dokie. Yeah, and that locks them together. Locks it right in there. Locks it right in there. Now a lot less play in this wheel. Very cool. 189. We're gonna be just wrapping this up slowly and surely. Slowly and surely. Let's start out. Step 189, we need two of those. One and two. Oakley doke. And we need one and two of these. One and two. You can take these pieces, and we need four of those. Where are we gonna find four of those? Oh dearie dear. Oh dearie dear, where will we find four of those? Look at that. I got one, I got two, I got three. And then that'll be the fourth one right there. That's all we need for step 189. Let's go ahead and run these through. I guess you just do that, and you do that. And then, no, gotta make sure that they're oriented correctly though. Make sure they're both going up like that. And then, that, and then, I see. There you go. So now that looks correct. Now we can go ahead and put the other one on there. And then part 3 is to take this, go like that. Like that. Very, very specific. Very, very specific. And go ahead and put that right over here. So now you've got this matching part, and then that will affix onto the wheel like so, sliding into its gray Knobsley Popsons, just like so. Now step 190 kind of gets us into, there are those little kinked arms that we said we were going to need earlier. Then I need a gray, it's like a gray, yep, there it is right there. And they're going to connect these two kinked arms so that they're going down and downward like so. And then they get connected onto the front. Is that? Yes, and they get put in just like that. And they'll be facing down. At least they are in this orientation. Yep, that's brown up, they're facing down. That looks good right there. 191. Step 191 is to go ahead and affix it. And if you really look at that directional right there, it's going to be very specific. So let's go ahead. And orient our build. That looks nice. This looks nice. This is what we're looking at. This needs to be at a 90-degree angle. And then you just put those in together. Is that true? Or, oh no, you put them in like that. Top and bottom. You want to be able to have that space. And then 192 is you're taking this rod and you're just going all the way in from the top. Just like that. How about that? There you go. And look at that spring action. That's cool. That's cool. So there you are. That kickstand's pretty, yeah. I don't know, kickstand really does its overtime. Step 193, need a little red one of these and one of these. You're going to be having it like that and putting it in the bottom, side down, and then now that this is up, you're going to be doody-doo, just like so. Okay, put that in there. Put that in there. That's good. 193, 194. Let's go ahead and take these and put these on the sides. You're taking these two there, two smothery boobsins, the other smothery boobsin, and then one and two of those. And you are those under there, smothery boobsin over it. Smothery boobsin over it to make that nice smothery boobsin. How about that? Now we've got those two. They're going to go right there on the back of the bike, sloping away towards the rear. And there it looks like. Right to there. Yes. Oh, but you want to make sure that you put your last piece on. That's kind of a big deal, isn't it, there, Brick? That's going to be a detail. You would have caught that later, wouldn't you? And there you go. Jutting right up to that, and then jutting right up to that. 195, 196. Now it's a motorcycle for sure. 196 is going to take. I don't have too much left. Definitely don't have too much left to do. So. Of course, we've got these cool Wingsley doozles. Those are neat. I need two of those, two of those, two of those, two of those, two of those. Love that symmetry. And now, because we're going to take this and we're going to put the blue right there and then the gray right there. Take another one, this one, and we're going to put it right there so that this can go over it, and then the red will go right there. And then we'll take a little knobsery popsin, just like that, and put it right there. That's one, and that is going to go on the front of the bike over here, facing back. Where's that go? Right in there, right in the back of, right behind the yellow tab. That's going to be your point of reference on this installation step. So doing that on the adjacent side, let's go ahead and start over again with the gray on this side, the blue on this side. And then this will be going like this, like that. The red will be facing away from us this time, and then the pointy point will be going over the red, just right there. Let's go ahead and tighten those up. Now this goes right behind the yellow, right behind that yellow point that we saw earlier. Remember that? Just right there. Isn't that a bit of terrific, huh? So cool. Very neat. Now, 196 is done. 197, we're making the front. Now it's got us making the front where we're going to be installing that cool headlight piece. You can see that giant apparatus kind of looks like an alien spaceship, doesn't it? Let's do that, and then it's this one right here. You start with that, doing that, and putting that right there. How about that? 197. 198, I need this piece right here. That's going to slide over that, and then a nice red Knobsley Popson's going to pop right in there. And then 199. Look at that. 200 steps in this guy. That was, again, that was more than we thought, but that's fine. Step 199, I need, where is that friendly piece right there? And that's gonna go right there just to be installed on the other side, making it look like that. 200, I need 2 of these, 1 and 2. They're gonna be, where are they gonna be? Right under there, 1. And they're gonna be sticking out. Just so that the knobsly peggly boobs will stick out. Nothing more, nothing less. 201, you're gonna take this. I feel like this is probably the only piece like that. That gets placed like that with a red knobsly Thompson going inside of it like that. 202, 1 little thing there, and then 2 of the macaroni bends. Macaroni bends, how fun is that? And they are going to be, there's going to be 1 and 2 of these. And they're going to go 1 and 2 in there. That's 203, 204. Let's go ahead and look at these a little more in depth. You can see that you're going to need, look at that, 62 and 63. That's funny that there's 62. 204, you're taking 62 and 1 of these. Did you need 63? It's funny that they're labeled that way. No, they're just 62, and you can see that. Double check right there. You can see it. So when you have it oriented as such like that this will be in the second prongy hole down there. And that is going to go along this right here. 205, 63, checking there right there, and another right there. Mm-hmm. And now, yep, that was step 205. 206 has us affixing the apparati to each other, array. And if all goes well, they should click in together pretty nicely. Make sure that your wings aren't obstructing each other, but it looks like it's going to force them. Step 207 has us using our little circly parts. You're going to put the chromy one over or under the clear one and then affix it to the front of that right there, interestingly enough. 208 has us taking our last rod and that thing right there, putting that right there, and then 209. 209 has our little, where's our last little kinker choose? Kinky kinks? Got a little gray kinky kinks. And then one of these. That's gonna go like that. And that is gonna go in the center of that, and then push that black rod through, and you're gonna get the little grippery doozle housens right there and right there on either side. Keep that from slipping away on you. Let's go ahead and re-even that out a little bit, just a skosh per step 210. That's the way everything should look. And then 211 has us using these last little gray spacers right there and right there. Okie doke. Yeah. Making sure they're nice and symmetrical. That's fine. A little over squeeze there. You just want to make sure that there's enough for everybody. So there. 211 is done. 212, need a couple big red rods right there. Because when that is up and then this is down, hey, oh man, that's funny. Gotta make sure they're oriented correctly. Ah, that's right. So don't twist your piece like that. Gotta be careful. And then like that. Oh my, my, my. My, 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 my. How detail-oriented is this BATCYCLE? How about that, huh? So now we've got that, and then the red, they're gonna go through like that. They're gonna go through like that. Like. Now, how's that look? Correct? Step 212 looks really correct, doesn't it? Step 213, you're gonna use 1 and 2 of these just to go right there, right there. Yeah. 213, 214. Gonna take pieces 9 and 10, and yeah, we're just gonna put them together, aren't we? So that's gonna be like that. It's gonna be right here. And this is gonna be like that. 9 and 10. 9 and 10. Connecting to our little fannery bobsle. When you turn that over, and they slap right into there. And there. How about that? How about that? Little piece of terrific right there. So step 215 is gonna have you be making these little exterior wingsly doozles, and that's kind of fun. We're gonna put that right there, and then find your fin 22, that's 21. This will be 22. That's gonna connect just like that. And then on the back of the piece, the apparati we just finished building, that's gonna go right there. And then you're gonna do it again on the same thing, other side, in reverse with this piece. Just find your step 21, your fin 21, just like that. Go ahead and put it into the other side, just like that, just like we just did, and tighten it all up together. That looks nice. And then step 217 is you're gonna be putting the piece together with the round part up and over. And that's just gonna fix on that cool red knobby knob that's in there. And there you have that. Check that out. And step 219 is gonna be finishing up these last little pieces of handlebar. So if you want, you can go ahead and affix the front of the motorcycle to itself per the top part is gonna end up right in, you see one part's gonna go there, and then the other part's gonna go, you guessed it, right there. Flashy. And then making these, let's go ahead and make these handlebars. That's what they left us with these pieces for. Red and red, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. Guessing they're gonna have 1 and 1, 1 and 1. With maybe one little piece left over. Who knows? Let's check it out. So you're gonna take these and you're gonna make 1 and 1. And then that is gonna go into there. And then you're gonna take this. Oh, I like that. That's a cool detail. I like that. That's neat. And then this is gonna go right there. Smashing those all together. That is going to be this side. That's gonna, oh yeah, because that'll be a mirror, a reflective mirror. So it's either rear or back. How about that? How about that? Now we can kind of stand it up. I think it's maybe put that right there. Give it some leverage. Build this last one. There we go. Do this, and we'll do that. We'll do this, and then we'll do that. Take that last little handlebar. This has been so much fun. I love Batman. I love Lego. And I love doing new things. And that's what this kit has been all about. Friends and brick buddies, Lego kit 42155, the BATCYCLE, from the new movie, the new Batman, which is a lot of fun to watch. It's a great interpretation on an old favorite of ours, and that's it. That's gonna see if we can't make it cool. Can I make it sit cool? There you go. How about that? Stay. Be good, BATCYCLE. And be good, all of you at home. Thank you so much for watching another episode of The Joy of Bricking with me, Brick Ross. This Technic build is the second Technic addition to our collection, and you know, we really wanted to save this for you because it goes right next to our Batmobile. Which was the first Technic build that we ever did here. And we didn't do it on The Joy of Bricking. It was the first experience that I had with it. And I enjoyed it so much that really had me overjoyed when I saw this kit come to the market. We had to have it. They look so wonderful next to each other, don't they? They're going to be a great addition to all of our Batman Lego collection, and I hope that you get to experience the joy of building this kit someday. And if not, that's okay too. So long as you just love building and you need a brick buddy to do it, that's why we're here with you. Always, always, always at the joy of bricking. But that's it. That's the end of this episode. And don't be sad, because we've got a lot more builds to do. Some are Bat builds, some are Star Wars builds, some are Super Mario builds. So keep your peepers popped for those future episodes, brick buddies. Until we see each other again, oh boy, take care of yourselves. Be good. And of course, play well. Oh man, so cool. Get that kickstand back down again. Make it a little bit turnsy like that. Yeah. And then, oh, how cool is that? I love, oh my God.